Yo, this is your boy Ringo back again with a new video, Ringo TV Raw, another day at the office. Today's topic, what we're going to deal with is black women and how the majority of them are actually just wicked as hell. We would like to think that for the most part, sisters are just out here making bad decisions when they meet these men. They go after the thug, the bad boy, the boy with the swag. They seem to always chase the bad boy. They don't want to deal with the good brother. They don't want to deal with the brother who, is attending college. He got a job. He's working hard. He chill at home. He's not really in the streets like that. He don't really have too many friends. He's just a good stand-up brother who's just on the right track. Sisters, for the most part, are not interested in that. They want a brother with some edge. They want a brother with some swag. They want a brother who is a little violent, got some thug in him. A brother that's from the streets, because for all sense and purposes, these sisters are entertained by these particular men. And what these sisters are mostly afraid of is that if they get with a good brother, they're going to be bored. So they get with the boy who basically is just a loose cannon. He's just out there wilding out. And for the most part, these sisters end up having these babies from these particular brothers. Now, what we have is an understanding is that these are good women who are just making bad choices. I'm here to tell you these cannot be good women. For the most part, these are not good women. We want to think that most black women are actually good, but the truth is, if you look at their choices, it's clear that these women are not good. I mean, you cannot be a good woman. You cannot be a woman of moral excellence, and yet you continually choose the worst fucking men on the planet. Like, it's impossible to be a good woman and make such dumb decisions. But for the most part, that is what women are doing. So these cannot be good, holy, upright, standing, quality sisters at all, because they keep me in the same kind of man. See, for every wicked man, there's going to be appointed a wicked woman. You understand? Rare is a good woman. If you actually find a good woman in today's day, it's like finding a needle at the beach in the sand. I mean, that's just like going to be like an impossibility for most of you. You understand? So if you find a good woman and you actually have one, you're in a very good situation, like literally, because for the most part, the average black woman is wicked as hell. And for most of you brothers, you're not going to find a decent sister who is on point out here. You're going to really have to search and hunt and really seek and find, because for the most part, the sisters that you brothers are basically chasing down, trying to get a hold of, these women are not good women at all. These women have wandering eyes. They're not settled. They're not committed. They will talk a lot of bullshit, but on the end, they're not really serious about the things they preach. You'll have some sisters, they be like, I'm not down with polygyny, but yet their phone is filled with all kinds of guys' numbers. All different types of guys are hollering at them. They're chasing after these different guys. They're communicating with different men. I mean, a woman that is not really into anything dealing with polygyny would not be having multiple men coming at her. She would not be talking to multiple men on the phone. She would not be having these little secret relationships with different men. She would not be going on dates with different men. All of this, ladies and gentlemen, is the sign of a wicked woman who is basically out there playing all of you brothers. And these are not good women. So we have to come to the realization that for the most part, the average black woman that you see out here is wicked. And this is why they always seem to get with wicked men. It's just impossible that a good woman who is smart, intelligent, has an education, had a good upbringing with her father and her mother, or even if she came from a single parent home and she have a sense of moral excellence, it's impossible for a woman like that to actually attract a wicked man. Now, of course, being if she's beautiful, she's going to attract all kind of men. But at the end of the day, a good woman is not going to tolerate bullshit. A good woman is not going to tolerate a man who is just out there thugging and wilding out and ending up in prison. I mean, why would a good woman want to be a mother to the children of a man who's in and out of prison? That's not going to help her kids. It's not going to help her with the house. It's not going to help her with the bills, because this brother don't want to work. He don't want to be stable. He want to be a thug. He want to be in and out of prison and sagging his pants like a fucking ass. That's not the type of man a good woman would deal with. So if you see a sister and she always end up with a bad brother, please understand that sister is no good. We as men have to get over this thing of, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she look good. Oh, she's attractive. Listen, brothers, we have to come to the understanding, no matter how fine a woman is, that does not make her a good woman. No matter how sexy a woman look, that does not make her a good woman. The only reason why we as men find women sexy is because we want to fuck them. That's pretty much it. You understand me? Because by nature as men, we are attracted to women. So it's by nature that we will see women and notice their beauty, but we cannot identify a woman's moral excellence and her good character and her good conversation and the way she treat you. We cannot identify that by a pretty face. We cannot identify a woman's qualities as a wife by the size of her ass. We cannot look at a woman and just conclude that because she's a certain skin complexion, just because she have a nice shaped body, or she's just looking good, that mean that she's gonna be a good woman, or that means she make good decisions. It doesn't. That's one of the main problems with why, brothers, you always chase down these women, and what you're chasing down, you're chasing thoughts. You're chasing women that belong to multiple men. And these be the same women that claim they're not into polygyny, but yet they have multiple men. So, the moral of the story is this. The majority of you sisters that are out here, you're not good women. Because if you keep running into a thug, if you keep allowing thugs in your life, and you overlook good men, it's because you're not a good woman. There is no way in this world somebody can tell me that they're a good woman, and yet they overlook good men. That doesn't make any sense, because what's fucked up about this whole thing is that for the most part, you sisters who claim, you're looking for a good man, you're not looking for a good man. You're not, because good men be all around you, and instead you take the worst kind of man you can find because you're trying to turn him into a good man. But really, you're not trying to turn that man into a good man. You're trying to turn him into a man that can please you the way you expect a man to be. And that is called controlling. That's a Jezebel spirit. That's a spirit of a real fucking bitch who want to control a man. You sisters who want to mold and put men into a certain category and change his character and change this about him and change that about him, you're not trying to meet a good man. You're trying to control a man. You're trying to make a man into something that you created so that you can say, I made him. I made him who he is today. That's how most women think. These are not good women. You understand, brothers? So understand that if you see a sister always in and out of bad relationships, always meeting the worst kind of brothers, understand that these particular sisters are not good women. You cannot be a good woman and always meet bad brothers. The proof of the pudding that you're not a good woman is the kind of men you allow in your life. That is the proof. There is no other way it can be said. The proof of whether or not you're a good woman is the kind of man you allow in your life, in your body. These are the true facts that will identify you as either a wicked woman or a good woman. A good woman would not allow a thug to fuck her. Not at all. But see, if you're a so-called black woman, and the only brothers who have access to your body are wicked ass men who ain't no good, that's because you are a wicked woman and a whore. Simple as that. A good woman, she looks for the best in a man. A good woman, she weigh the costs. A good woman not only just pick a brother just out of the blue, but she actually analyze what this man can actually bring to the table. She'll look at his skills. She'll look at his education. She'll look at what kind of work do he do? Is he good with his hands? How does he treat his mom? How does he do this? How do he talk? How did he walk? Could he lead me? Could he guide me? Could he educate me? Could I learn from him? What things about him can improve me as a woman? Because that is what a woman need. She need guidance. So she's looking for a leader, someone who can lead. But if your woman is the one who is trying to lead, and she's trying to mold you as a man into something that you're not, she's not looking for a leader because she's leading you. That's a wicked woman. So with that said, I thought I'd just put this out there. This is Ringo TV Raw, another day at the office. If you're a wicked woman and this video applies to you, then, you know, it's you. So don't sit back and get mad with me, because the only women that get upset with my videos are the dumbasses who actually do it. How about you taking some inventory in your life and look at the things you do and consider, if you're always allowing wicked men in your life, if you're always overlooking the good brother, if you're ignoring the good brother and in exchange for these goons and thugs and trashy brothers who play as good men, because that's another thing you sisters don't understand, and this is sad about a lot of women. A lot of you sisters, you allow men to run game on you, and you don't understand. You'll have brothers who are thugs and goons, they're now acting like good men. Yo, yeah, that's another thing. That's a whole nother video right there. Thugs and goons who are acting like good men because they watch good men, and they're trying to mimic the character of good men in exchange of, or basically to try to wheel in you sisters, and you fall for the bait all the time. It's so fucking sad how a sister can sit there and be entertained by a goon playing as a righteous brother, and then when that sister finally get to meet that brother and his true character come out, she's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? This is not the type of guy that I thought he was. Well, of course he wasn't. He was a goon mimicking a righteous brother. There are a lot of brothers that watch my videos. They hear all the stuff that I talk about. You don't think they're trying to mimic people like me? Of course they are. But are you sisters taking notes? Are you sisters keeping an eye open? Because a lot of brothers are busy acting. You see, you cannot act righteous. You have to just be righteous. A brother have to be authentic, not fake. And a lot of you brothers out there, you're fake. And you're running game and you're doing all kinds of bullshit on these women. And at the end of the day, when it finally comes to fruition, when the dust clears and the smoke screen come down, these sisters are going to find out that you a wicked ass brother yourself. And it's sad, because if these sisters had wisdom, they would be able to peep game. If you sisters understood the signs, you would be able to know when you're being played. You understand? So, if you end up with a wicked man as a sister, it is because you're wicked yourself, and you're not as educated as you think you are. So, with that said, leave your comments, leave your feedback, leave your hate mail. This is Ringo TV Raw. Another day, the office. We out. Peace.